Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to your local comic show. I'm Danica.
And my name's Brandon. Max was just here being a turd around all of the equipment. And we're just like, don't turn anything off. Oh, my God. But he didn't. So hooray. Cat's
Hooray.
working with us.
Hello. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. We have some mighty fine comics for you fine folks tonight.
We've got the Muscle Man dance happening.
We've got the Muscle Man dance. And I've got cat hair on my glasses. So, life as usual.
Heck yeah. Whoa. As per last week, I've already forgotten my notes over yonder. So Vamp, Lady Vamp.
Oh, okay. Great. I love it. So we actually got home in time to read a lot tonight. I'm very proud of myself. So I will have slightly more information that I can make up and not actually make up. Vamp.
Vamp.
Okay.
Which one of these are the notes? Singing a song so that nobody knows that we're not prepared. Nobody knows. Hey, all right.
We actually had a really good day in which we were prepared for things. So I guess this is where it ends.
Andrew says, do you mind being the soundtrack to my live stream so I can draw and learn at the same time? No, we do not mind at all. In fact, we saw that you had gone live because Variant Edition follows Doing Comics Wrong on Twitch. You too can follow Doing Comics Wrong on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/doingcomicswrong, where you can make Andrew very uncomfortable by paying attention to him.
And telling him how great he is.
Yeah. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/variantedmonton, which is where you can find us everywhere on the internet.
Yep.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, not YouTube because YouTube doesn't let things be easy like that. So that's neat. Yeah, pretty simple this week. We are going to later in the show talk about WandaVision spoilers. Yay. As per usual, when we're talking about spoilers, there'll be a little Chiron down yonder.
Excuse me.
Something akin to this.
Thank you, Brandon.
And it will tell you to either leave the feed because we'll probably wrap things up shortly afterwards, or just mute, and we won't pop up comments on the screen. But we will read them out loud for those of you who have them. Grainy as darn. Oh, you know why?
On the YouTubes.
You know why?
Oh, you did the thing?
Because I didn't connect the thing.
Oh, no.
We fixed this problem.
We did actually fix this problem, and then Brandon didn't connect the thing. So we are now connecting the thing. Technology? It's really just another cord in the system of cords that we've got going on from one thing to the other, and then the ham bone connects to the knee bone. I
need a button.
You need to button.
For technical difficulties.
No, yeah.
Little Spanish flea. See if that's any better. If not, actually, let me do this quickly. We'll be right back in half a second. Huh? Who knows?
Hopefully it's better.
Yeah, we are still in the testing phase, remembering when you fix something to actually do it.
Yeah.
So that's nice. All right.
Okay. All right.
Muscle Man dance.
Yeah. So let's get started on comics.
Next week's Chiron needs to say
Muscle Man.
Muscle Man.
Yes, Muscle Man and Muscle Lady.
Okie dokie.
I don't know. I used to have muscles.
Muscle lady with the lady muscles.
I do have lady muscles. They're in my lady arms.
Indeed. Ladies just call them muscles and arms.
We just call them shepherds in Germany.
We just call them shepherds in Germany.
Sorry. Anyway. Oh, things are weird. I'm never gonna be used to this. Never ever.
All right, we're starting with some future state.
Yes, I have. Since there's much future state out this week, as there will be for many a week, which is exciting. I have strewn it about. I've mixed up all the titles, so they're in no particular order except for the first one, which is Immortal Wonder Woman.
She did this deliberately.
I did this one deliberately.
Pull it back a little bit so that it focuses. Yay!
Thank you. All right. So this one is this is Immortal Wonder Woman. My bad. Oh yeah, this is the. Frick. Where's the cast? Oh, that's too many names.
The creators.
That's too many names.
You got Becky Cloonan. You got Michael Conrad.
Thank you.
You got Jen Bartel doing the main story.
Yes. I'm bad at this. But it's nice seeing Jen Bartel do more art. You also have this sweet Nubia story at the back half, which is so good to see her.
By L.L. McKinney, who is doing the Nubia graphic novel writing, and Alicia Martinez, who's just doing this one. The two different stories are pretty cool. This is Wonder Woman at seriously the end of all of DC time.
Yeah, so don't worry about it not being part of Future State or whatever. It is. It's just the future,
the most futurist part
of the state.
Of the state. So all the things that are happening in Future State now, this is far even past that. And it's super, super gorgeous. It is Tuesday. We can show some stuff.
The only spoiler I will say is that Clark now has gray hair.
Look at this arts. So pretty arts. I super love it.
I love Jen Bartel's art. And it's nice to see Becky Cloonan because she's rad.
And a lot of the Amazons have different body types here. Super freaking great.
Awesome. Yeah, the colors are amazing. Like the fight scenes are so good. I love it. Next up.
All right, we're going to be talking about Crimson Flower. Because it doesn't focus there.
Oh, okay.
I tried.
I'm going to take it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out. All right.
Crimson Flower, which is a new Matt Kindt book that he's doing with, I want to say, Matt Lazinski, who has done some work with Ad House. His art is very weird, especially in terms of like body shapes and whatnot. Super, super exaggerated. So this is sort of like your hyper exaggerated bizarre crime book. It is a bit bizarre to behold, but like super, super detailed. I'm trying to think of the artist that I want to compare it to. I want to Rick Geary. I
kind of like the Freak Brothers.
Yeah.
But like elongated.
Yeah, super elongated.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very well rendered and super bizarre. If you like Matt Kindt crime stuff, it is just as weird as all the Matt Kindt crime stuff. If you don't know if you like Matt Kindt crime stuff, hey, do you like weird crime books? This is gonna happen.
Yeah, we can sell you some weird Matt Kindt. Oh, you can just leave them on your side. It's fine.
That's true, but then it covers my notebook. I'll move the notebook.
All right, fine. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then anyway, next up is Catwoman. Oh yeah, it's Ram V. I like that guy.
Breaths. I was listening to a podcast with Ram on it today.
Yeah.
He was talking about all his projects.
I love it.
And the Catwoman stuff does pick up on all of the Gotham Magistrate stuff, which tends to be like the biggest through line of a lot of the Future State stuff. Basically, Gotham's in a police state. It's not great.
No.
And Catwoman's angle in it is pretty interesting, as is the cliffhanger to this issue. Yeah. I super love all Future State stuff. Quite honestly, it's a lot stronger line than I believe DC has been in quite some time.
Yeah.
Ron was also talking about what his take was on Swamp Thing, and when Future State was originally proposed, he was asked to pitch sort of like a 5G thing, fifth generation kind of swamp thing story. And the strength of that pitch actually made it through to this iteration of what they're doing going forward. And basically, he's doing a story about Swamp Thing and how the character is an elemental that kind of outlives everybody. And how doing that, he gets to see humanity's mistakes over and over again and can attempt to warn them about it. So I think highly relevant to our times today.
Absolutely. Next up.
Go ahead.
I did. Catwoman was mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Skip ahead because I can't really. Abbott, 1973. If you read the first Abbott, you are cool and smart. If you didn't, there's a 2-page recap, which is very comprehensive and will hopefully get you interested in Volume 1. Now, my 2-page recap, which is not a 2-pager, but I'm stealing that phrase, is it is the 70s, and Abbott is a crime beat journalist. Along the way, realizes she has magic and there are demons and baddies, but also she's a kick-ass bisexual journalist who gives no darns and is super rad, and I like her. And the covers are really pretty too.
Awesome.
Yay.
Between the wind and the cats, there's a lot happening right now.
There is actually, yeah. It was fairly windy earlier, and I was a little worried about it. It seems to have toned down, but Max is not loving the wind. He's a bit of a scaredy cat.
He's like his dad with the wind. It makes him anxious and nervous.
Yeah.
He's not good.
No, Sean. The first 1972 issues. No.
There was a previous years. I can't remember what year that took place in.
It was a couple years before.
Yeah.
Oh, frick. Oh, hi, Max. Speak of the devil.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. Can you get your butt out of the way?
No.
Hey, I
Causing
love
problems.
you.
Me and Dad are causing problems. All right. Nightwing. This story also takes place in the Gotham Futureverse, and has a lot of Nightwing booty in it, which is always a prerequisite for a good Nightwing story. Throughout the course of it, you're getting basically what Dick's been doing now that Batman's not around, and maybe his relationship with the new Batman is covered. Maybe. And you also find out a fate of one of our favorite current Gotham detectives. Well, you get hinted at it. It's both interesting and sad.
Like a lot of things in Future State, things are both interesting and sad because there's a police state for a reason and things get sad for a reason.
And I wonder, still I wonder, who will stop Lorraine? Nobody.
The one true Andrew says, somebody likes Nightwing.
That dude's got a booty that won't quit.
No.
And I will make no apologies.
No, that dude sells comics.
Especially with Nicola Scott drawing that sweet, sweet Nightwing booty.
Anyway.
People are just waiting for me to say something untoward about young Mr. Richard.
No, he's delightful and his costume is appropriate. Next up, we have a new Brandon Graham. It's called Rain Like Hammers. I have not gotten a chance to read this one because there was a fair amount. Brandon, do you know what it's about?
Brandon Graham doing some sci-fi. So basically, take manga style, make it weird and indie, and add some sci-fi and a lot of puns. And that you've got Rain Like Hammers.
There you go. All right. Cut me up one slice of Brandon Graham, please. Comics.
Graham Crackers.
Oh, man. That's a good company. Really, like, if you ever
really
started a company, Brandon Graham, send us money for that trademark because TM.
Yeah, dude, you owe us. Maestro from Marvel is back with a new series. Same writer, Peter David, different artist, Javier Pina. If you're liking Weird Smashy Future Hulk, who's very, very cranky and very old, the old Smashy Future Hulk is still old and smashy and still written by Peter David. So if you're liking it, hey, it's like it's like issue 6 of what you're reading.
Exactly. Some things, if they're good, you don't want them to stop.
And Marvel said, we will never stop, ever. Ever, ever.
Never, as long as people keep sending us pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Danica found an action figure.
In the latest previews, there's a little J. Jonah Jameson doll, and I was like, Brandon, you have to get it. Brandon, you have to get it.
Did it come with a tiny desk?
No.
I will have to make him a tiny desk.
You'll have to make him a tiny desk out of our cardboard diamond boxes.
Yeah, because he does have a newspaper, so he can be holding up a newspaper.
Yeah.
And he can be smashing his fist on yeah. Because he demands pictures.
I'm just saying, I feel like you're not much into action figures, but I feel like that's one you could happily own. Yeah.
Hey.
Simone, hello. I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next up, sorry, I can't focus. Shazam.
Shazam.
And like usual, it's interesting and sad.
Future State.
Future State. It's wonderful.
It's so hard to talk about these without spoiling sort of specifics, right?
Yeah, because like basically, it will lead up to something, but a lot of the issue, Billy's sad, and he doesn't want people to call him Billy because he's like, oh man,
for
I'm
mysteries.
a grumpy old man.
And when you kind of find out the hows and whys behind all of it, that's the main twist. I will say this: Tim Sheridan, who also wrote the Teen Titans Future State book and will be writing Teen Titans Academy coming up, has probably provided the best cliffhangers of Future State.
Absolutely.
You get to the end and you're just like, I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah. And I mean, if you haven't read Shazam before, like I really haven't. I saw the movie. I really liked the movie. I did not expect to like the movie. So when I was reading this, I was like, I vaguely know things now. Yes. It's really good. So I'd recommend it to people who haven't read it before.
Now here's going to be the part where Simone's like, Brandon, how dare you? Was what I was singing CCR?
Yes.
Okay. I was born deep central Alberta, so there was two kinds of music, country and Western. Yeah, not a lot of CCR happening in the house.
No, which is sad because like they're like the country-ish bubble of rock.
Yeah.
So they're like a safe zone. It's like a Venn diagram. It could
exactly. So like obviously I would hear some rock, and CCR did come in there. That's why I know the song.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that was so tangential, and it'd be like at a party or whatnot, and people like, this is neat. I don't have to listen to figure out whose bed have your boots been under anymore. That's a pretty good change of pace.
And you already know the answer, so because you've heard the song so many times, it's been answered. Anyway, CCR is neat. You're such a dork.
Super neat.
You did that one.
Yeah.
What is that thing? Oh, I don't know.
We're not sure. There is a comment that we're seeing here that looks like this, but that's because whatever you probably did is very Facebook specific.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Who knows? We could figure it out.
There's no judgment here.
Yeah.
We are just as awkward as everyone else.
This is a wild goofus place.
We don't expect professionalism from ourselves, never mind the comments. Oh my god.
All right. There's a new Iron Fist book coming out now. This one, there was an Iron Fist book that came out fairly recently. But this one is done by Mr. Larry Hama. You might know Larry Hama from all of the issues of G.I. Joe that he has done.
What?
Over 250.
Oh my god.
while G.I. Joe's not my thing, turns out Larry Hama's real good at writing some Iron Fist. It's got some Dragon Quests in it. It's got hide and seek, not a lie. It's got zombies. It's got fighting on like giant wooden.
Oh yeah, like
doohickeys,
like the big sticks in the first scene of the latest Wonder Woman, except with spikes and snakes. So like scary.
Yeah.
So instead of
like a pulpit, a
like,
pit of poles,
a pulpit,
a pulpit.
That's what that is, right? It's not. It's not.
Yeah. So there's some good times. Also, not quite a spoiler, but Iron Fist is taking care of a young lady and her pet dragon right now.
Yes.
It's really cool. Luke Cage has to babysit. This is a really delightful book, my friends.
Luke Cage is in here?
Yeah, he's babysitting.
He's great. And he should, because he's a father and he would know what he was doing.
Exactly. Still not a spoiler. When the young girl's like, yo, can we play hide and seek? And he's like, again? And she's like, we don't have to if you don't want to. And he's like, oh no, I didn't figure there was a choice in this.
Yes.
Because he's a dad.
Luke Cage is great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up. Look at this beefy boy in many ways. One, because there's a beefy boy on the title, on the cover. Two,
he's a beef boy, and he's real swole.
He is. Look at this variant. If you want a beefy boy doing the muscle man on
Look
the
at
cover,
him. He's doing the muscle man dance right now.
There, see? He's doing it with you. So, hey, what's up with Superman? He appears to have been kidnapped and forced into some kind of fighting ring.
Yeah, half of this is about the world kind of coming together to be like, what do, Superman? Where have you gone? Especially, mild spoilers for the Jonathan Kent Superman book. That boy done put Metropolis in a bottle.
Yes, Jonathan's not doing too well with the making choices.
He had the best intentions in mind. I think part of that particular story is sometimes you're best. You need to kind of like figure out something better. But yeah, it's really nice to see people talking about Superman, especially because this writer is going to be taking over the Superman line.
That's true. Holy.
Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Who I like. Also, of course, there's going to be nice beefy boys in this. Mikkel Yannon drew it.
Oh, Jordy Biller is the colorist.
I remember way back when Rebirth started, and Mikkel Yannon gave you false promises of sweaty beef boy Batman.
He was going to do sexy Batman, and that never happened. It was like one issue where he was like climbing a mountain and like sweating.
Yeah, not good.
It's basically like when Marvel was going to do the like Boys of Summer variants, and then they were like, no.
Oh, yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they're having Kevin Wada and Christopher Anka.
Sorry.
Christopher Anka is the artist. Christopher Anka is a goose that I named after Christopher Anka.
Yeah, when we play the Untitled Goose game, the goose is untitled. Not the goose is titled.
The goose is titled.
Anka. I hope he doesn't see this because, like, this is really, we respect the hell out of Christopher Anka. It's just he has the perfect duck name.
We wanted to,
or goose name.
We wanted to do a commission that's basically Christopher Anka doing a goose that's pulling down a beefy dude's drawers a little bit, even though like the
I forgot we wanted to do that.
Christopher Anka, you got some commission money. He'd probably do it because he's into drawing some beefy boys.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, like more beefcake in comics, please.
Yeah.
And not just for the female gaze. I mean, come on. You love to cater to the male gaze, so let's get with it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All beef, all the time. That's my promise if I ever start running a major comics company.
When you're comics president.
When I'm here's what I'm going to run on. 2021 in the comics president elections. Beef.
All beef all the time.
All beef all the time. This also has a Mr. Miracle backup, one that's similar to what's running in the other Superman title. Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad start their Midnighter series here, which is what you want from a Midnighter book, kind of a weird, violent, futuristic dealio.
Once you're Andrew, the beef is here. It's in Superman. Okay, fine. It's on his arms.
This really isn't, though.
The beef is in Superman.
Look at this boy.
He's a big
beef man. We are an extremely successful comic store.
I don't know how. Oh yeah, it's Ricardo Federici. He does the variant. Good job, Ricardo.
Indeed.
Wow.
Alan Gould says, bringing Where's the Beef back, I see.
That is his platform.
If
slogan.
Elected comics president, the beef will be brought back.
His platform is Where's the Beef? Shots 2021. Where's the beef?
Beef streets back. All right. Bow.
Beefcake.
Beef Street actually sounds.
No. It has
like
to
it
be
would
beefcakes back. All right.
Beef cakes back. All right. Yeah.
Beef Street. Nobody.
Beef
wants
Street
that.
is.
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants to take a drive down Beef Street.
This took a turn. Oh my god.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. I highly recommend.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you should read Superman Worlds of War.
I Breathed the Body. For those of you who are into wild sci-fi body horror, this is much in the line with a book like Come Into Me, which is sort of like sharing body horror, except this time they grow in bodies. And it is super bizarre and kind of gross. But hey, that's kind of a thing when you're looking into like the horror angles of stuff.
Yeah.
Zach Thompson is a very talented writer. He usually, him and Lonnie Nadler usually co-write some stuff. But they both write some stuff on their own, and this is one of those. Super good if you're into some strange.
Oh no! How do we sell comics? Okay. Wow. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. Perfect. This leads me into
awesome beefness.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, no. Well, whatever. Anyway, I've got 2 issue 2s, 4 covers. This is fun.
Also, I want to say, somewhere in the Future State books, the term "Where is your Bat Daddy?"
Yeah, is used. Actually used. It's there. It's not just in Brandon's dreams anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the comics industry is really coming around to you.
Exactly. Bat Daddy has disappeared in the Future State, or
Bat
so
Daddy,
we think.
The idea for Future State, totally his idea. We're gonna get sued.
The formatting, yeah. That was this guy.
Yeah.
You're welcome, DC Comics.
You're welcome for all the money.
For those of you who want proof that I came up with an idea that they're kind of utilizing, they probably were talking about it before, whatever. It's in a column that I wrote in like June before they had planned the structure of this.
Woo!
Pretty fun.
Superstar. All right. So speaking of Bat Daddies, we have issue 2 of Batman Catwoman.
This cover in particular.
Mm-hmm. This needs a Hawkeye Initiative cover.
It requires us to reenact it. Maybe not right now.
No, that would be bad. But this is neither of them have spines. They've actually managed to just, we've got the TNA on Catwoman and the PNC chest on Batman. I don't know where I was going with that.
I believe it's PNA. Peen and abs.
Oh, right. Oh my god. It was like, no, it's not that A. It's the other A.
PNA.
Anyway, so TNA and PNA. If you want that, apparently on No Story evolved. Oh God, you should also read this.
It is good.
It's really good.
It is really good. For those of you who missed out on some happenings in the first issue, hey, you know the Phantasm from the animated series? This is the first comic where series, anyways, that she appears in modern continuity.
What?
Or in comics continuity at all.
That's wild. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. We've got the next Batman, which is also a nice thick boy.
I will say, Pex and A, I don't know. I would say Pex and Booty for Nightwing.
Booty.
A little bit of P&B, peanut butters.
It's Pex and Booty time.
Pex and Booty.
Pex and Booty time. I can't. It's missing one syllable. Anyway, so the next Batman issue 2, which is rad because it's all about the next Batman, who is this guy. Woo!
It's on the cover. It's not a spoiler. Also, DC was pretty loud about saying it. A lot of people were wondering why. Hey, if there's a central part of this that's a mystery, as to who the new Batman is, and it's revealed in this issue, why put it on the cover? Well, I'll tell you why. DC had let retailers look at preview PDFs of the first month's worth of Future State.
Mm-hmm.
And the week that they did that, they had to announce this because retailers can't be trusted with nice things, which is why we are no longer getting preview PDFs, I'm assuming.
Oh, heck. You're right. We did only get the first few weeks of Future State.
We sure did.
Oh, no. Ah, heck.
If you ever want to know why people can't have nice things, it's because some of your comics retailers are garbage.
Not us, though. Wink.
Ding, 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 ding.
We try not to be garbage. We sometimes are garbage, but we try not to be.
Yeah.
So,
Pex and Booty.
Pex and Booty. All right. That's our
Peen and abs.
That's a very traditional way. Although we have neither. No abs here. No abs. Comics abs, maybe.
I got some flaps.
Flabs. We got flabs. Okay.
And the muscles. Muscle man dance.
Oh my god. This is actually the only muscles we have retained because this is how we lift boxes.
Lift
Every
box,
other muscle.
Lift box over here and here, and that's it.
That's it.
All.
That's it. That's all.
No other muscles at all.
No. All right. So this is got the backstories are Batgirls and Gotham City Sirens. So both of which are amazing, and they were much longer than I expected. So I really could get into it. It wasn't just like an 8-pager. Here you go. With Batgirls, I won't spoil anything. Obviously, it's a Cassandra story, which is rad.
Heck yeah.
And Gotham City Sirens, of course. We have Catwoman and Poison Ivy, and a third party going out for a girls' night.
Girls' night.
But it's got like crime and punching and climbing and jumping from buildings, because of course it does. That's a girls' night.
I do love crime and punching.
Yeah. All right, moving on to graphics novels.
So I'm super excited to dig into this. I could have already, because Universe is a title out from Panel Syndicate, which is where you find Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin's Private Eye, and Barrier was where they did that. It's where Marcos Martin and Ed Brubaker are doing the current Friday series, and a lot of other stuff's happening. The art here is by Albert Montes, who you might know from the Slaughterhouse 5 graphic adaptation.
Oh, heck, he's good.
Yeah, so you're getting that kind of mindset, this kind of meticulous cartooning throughout this, and they are 5 self-contained, yet somehow connected sci-fi fiction tales. Time travel, robot love, alien civilizations, comedy, cosmic wonder, and a sneak peek at the creation of everything. Oh, heck. It was nominated for an Eisner Award, and this is the first time that it's in print. I cannot wait to dig through. If you can't wait to dig through, you can go to panelsyndicate.com. It is a pay what you can format, but please note that these are a lot of pages for each issue. that he put the work into. So I highly suggest a few bit of ducats that way. So yeah, good times.
Oh no. Woo! I'm fine. I'm awake. What is up? Nope. All right, moving on. We have a new EC horror collection in what I like to call a Brandon title.
Yeah.
Slight case of murder.
Just a little bit of murders.
Just a skosh.
Just a titch.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's the complete George Evans EC horror collection, which is rad. And I don't know who he is, but I will find out.
Classic EC comics stuff, basically. Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, next up, we've got Mountainhead. All right, and since it's been a while since I've actually read this series, I'm just going to read the back. Because mostly the EC one was just describing details, and I don't want to spoil anything for you. So, Mountainhead. Abraham Stubbs and his father Noah roam America in a nomadic existence, convinced they are being pursued. Convinced they are being pursued by sinister government forces. Noah has them living off the grid, burgling houses to survive. Elsewhere, on Mount Rector, the lone survivor of a climbing expedition staggers homeward, covered in blood.
Ooh.
Both are on an inevitable collision course with the picturesque Canadian resort town of Berwick. Massive storm clouds are brewing. The animals are running. Something terrifying is coming.
The cattle is lowing. The baby awakes. The little Lord Jesus, some lives that he takes.
Oh no! Oh heavens! Oh no!
That's a murder take on a classic Christmas classic. For those of you who are wondering why we were just being like, oh, that's nice. I just had to turf another Twitch person, so that's what I was doing.
I love it.
Gotta love Twitch trolls.
Yeah.
Get the heck out of here.
That's a weird flex, saying that they're our only viewer and it's only the three of us. Like, please don't isolate us on our own show. Thank you.
Y'all don't know where we're streaming.
That's creepy.
You doink.
That's creepy. All right. You want to do the fancy one?
Yeah, so this is actually a restock that I'm super excited about. I'm going to read a little bit of it here, but like super colorful. And then I'll show you kind of like why it's a little more unique here. Meet lovable losers J and K in this brilliant new graphic novel from cartoonist John Pham. J and K's quoting adventures are often hilarious and occasionally poignant, calling to mind everything from Peanuts to Seinfeld and stuffed with actual artifacts from J and K's life, including collectible trading cards, a 5-inch vinyl single by Gaseous Nebula, mini Cool Magazine, it's called Cool Magazine, with its own inserts, a sticker sheet, and a fold-out map and poster. It is an incredible work of comics art. I would love to show you the interiors. There's a whole bunch of stuff inside here. So I cannot open this package, but boy, is it just an absolute treat. One of our customers actually reminded me that it existed when we got an email, or it might have been a direct message, whatever, earlier this week, with being extremely happy that we recommended this to them. It was one of their 2 best of the year things that they read.
Awesome.
Very cool.
All right. Last but not least.
The first volume of Chew is out. The kind of prequel side series to Chew.
Yeah.
The good thing is you don't need to know anything about the original Chew. It does kind of build onto it and side of it, and really it is also a super strange crime, but sort of more whimsical way. It's a world where people have all these weird food-based powers, and chicken is illegal for question mark reasons. This character commits crimes. Her brother does not, because he is a cop, and he solves crimes by eating people.
Yeah.
It's a wild, wild book.
Coolio. All right, what's next, Shots?
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about WandaVision.
We are, yes. So let me get that set up. You get the notes.
I don't think I took any notes for this.
Bandana one. Oh, yeah, the one called WandaVision.
The one called WandaVision.
All right. So we have this up. As of now, there will be spoilers. If you have not seen it, mute us. Or if you don't mind spoilers, stick around. That's okay. But just to let you know, we are going to talk.
Absolutely. So hi. We got the store to kind of get our Disney Plus account specifically for things like this, so we can talk about stuff. If you have anything that you want to talk about in terms of WandaVision, definitely pop that in there. I am super, super psyched about all of the kind of neat little bits and bobs that they had in there, both kind of Marvel stuff and
sitcom
stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a show I would watch again to see get that second layer, and probably even more than twice, to be honest. It's really good. I already want to watch the first 2 episodes again. What
I highly recommend for people is to seek out Brett White's articles on them on The Decider on the first 2 episodes. Dude straight up used to work for Comic Book Resources back in the day, now works for The Decider on their sitcom beat, and runs a classic sitcoms podcast. So like this is his wheelhouse, superheroes and classic sitcoms meshing together. It is super, super good that all those things are meshed together, and like he is super excited about them. So what do we think about the direction of these first episodes?
I think it was really well done. I think from an homage standpoint, it was bang on. I think it had enough kind of little hints, little Easter eggs to keep pretty much everyone interested. And if you didn't get the Easter egg, you didn't feel like you were left out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, I mean, Wanda and Vision have a deep, weird history. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I should have had some chocolate before the show.
That's true.
That is many things, you know, like a lot of stuff has happened to them over the decades, and it's hard to fit all of that in. But they fit in what they need, and it feels very good.
And I know some people were calling out specific lines, like when Wanda's like, "Oh, my husband and his indestructible head," and they're like, "Yo, but did you watch Avengers?"
Yeah.
No, boy.
He's got an indestructible head.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's fine. Nothing happened to him.
Everything's going to be fine, and none of this is going to be about trauma in any way at all. I also liked the slow evolution of the sitcom that they did, sort of starting it in the 60s, moving it forward, even with a slight nod of moving the bed together.
50s.
Oh, 50s going to the 60s?
Yeah, so the first episode was the 50s, and an homage to the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Right.
The second episode was the 60s, Bewitched, among other things, but generally, like, the core was that, because they even had the Bewitched house, which I thought was amazing.
Yep.
Now, it looks like in the 70s, I've tried not to get into spoilers, but my thoughts are the Brady Bunch.
Okay, I get you. Yep. Whoop.
Oh, hello, Max. Hi.
So yeah, I'm waiting to see how a few of the darker elements kind of come into play.
Oh my god.
And how Wanda is clearly avoiding them somehow.
That tone change was amazing. Every time they turned it dark, it was shocking but appropriate.
Yeah, like the one character's wife just being like, "Stop it!
Oh,
stop it! Stop it!"
And she did that for a couple of minutes. That was really, like, it's unsettling, but it should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to see everything again. Look into the intricacies, look up the Easter eggs, find all the comic stuff. Just really dig into the meat of the show.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Don't that's probably going to be it for this week. We've got romper room to do, but before that,
sorry,
Max needs to give bath.
Max is tickling my arm.
So our streaming stuff is going quite well. We're adding shows. In fact, we added another one when we tested things out this Friday, because you can never do too much of everything.
That's not true.
So on Fridays at 8 a.m., you can catch our best of the week. That is when we talk about the comics that we enjoyed the most this week. Does cover graphic novels and comics, and we also talk about a couple that we loved in the past. Look at the boy.
Look at the boy. Oh, you're so cute. Look at him.
We also have Go FOC Yourself, which is a new show on Fridays at 3 p.m. that I do streaming from here, where I go over the final order cutoff things that are coming up on Saturday. This week I will include more DC stuff. DC does have a different final order cutoff day, so we will be doing that. It is a good video to help you kind of figure out which books you're going to want, and to let us know before they're out. And on Monday,
I'm sorry,
it's very exciting.
Max is showing off his butt.
Max is showing off his butthole.
I love you.
He's a superstar,
Thank
baby.
You.
Monday, it's the return of the Eggs and Bacon. Mondays at 8 a.m. The 8 a.m. shows, we are not actually doing it live.
Nope.
Because we would be so tired and cranky. But the Eggs and Bacon is a return back to our pop culture and comics morning show format. So we will look perky and as though it is in the morning, even though it is definitely not the morning. So that's all this week. Of course, next week you can tune back into your local comic show here on Tuesday at 8:10. We will be starting Thursdays in February. That is also going to be a live pop culture stream.
Yeah, and that's where we chat about what's been going on, what have you been up to, kind of a, I'll just move the cat butt out of the way.
Yeah.
Just a conversation, just a chill hang.
Absolutely.
Oh,
no. There's a lot of cat butt happening. I have no opinions on Adam Savage, person who's asking, and we have no idea how that young man also got a Space Jam card, but Space Jam was my jam back in the day. So, and Kate does bring up a good point about WandaVision. Mild mute for about 3 seconds. How about every time reality slips in, somebody says, "Damn." Yes. Awesome. All right. Give me 2 secs.
I didn't notice that, so thank you. That's very cool. There we go. Woohoo! All right. Uh-oh. Max, do you want to do Rapper Room? Excuse me. Oh, hey.
Max, look through here.
Oh, look, buddy.
Look, there you go.
Oh, what a good buddy. Don't eat it, though. Don't eat it.
All right, folks. Romper Room is the time where at the end of the show, we go through and say hello to all the people that we see out there. And we are seeing Sean. Hey, Sean. We're seeing Neil. We're seeing the second false Andrew, who is toiling away, doing his comics arts, his awesome comics arts. Keep up the good work. I can see you, Andrew.
Oh, boy.
Always watching. The one true Andrew here is hanging out. Simone. Hi, Simone. Thank you for stopping by. We see Alan. We see Twitch randos who don't have real names on here.
No.
And we see Kate. All right.
Oh, and I believe it's Ben's birthday.
Ooh.
Yes. So we wanted to send a very happy birthday to Ben.
Just reach through the mirror and say hi.
Hi. And so Merrick doesn't feel left out. Hello.
Hope you two are doing awesome.
Yeah.
You need to promise me to stay awesome, because that's a bit of a trick. and treat people kindly, and that'll get you far in life.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you all for watching, and we will talk to you all again in the future.